Hi, this is Carlos Cousins. The following problem solving and data analysis question is very time consuming because it will require you to figure out what the median is given two values, um, two different values for this first piece of data. So 16.1 is going to be increased by 3 cents the second time you calculate it to 19.1, and then you have to find the median again. Now, why is that? Well, they're asking us for which of these is going to show the biggest change, or what will be the difference when you subtract the mean, median, range, and maximum for 16.1 from the mean, median, range, and maximum for 19.1. Now, we can cross out some answer choices real quick. The maximum is not going to change. We can have, well, there's nothing telling us that there's a maximum number, and changing one of the numbers is not going to have any impact upon that. We can have a number as great as we wanted. The table simply stops at 28.52, but that doesn't mean anything. The range is not going to change either. The range is the difference between the greatest number and the smallest number. And changing 16.1 to 19.1 is not going to change the fact that the greatest number is 28.52 and that the smallest number is 7.5. That hasn't changed, so that value will remain the same. Now, we're left between the mean and the median. The mean is going to be the average. So what you have to do for figuring out the mean is add up all 12 of these numbers and then divide by 12. Now, using the 16.1 value, you're going to end up with 17.84 as your median, and using the 19.1 value, you're going to end up with 18.01 as your median. So the difference between the two is going to be 0.25. Okay, now what is the difference for the median? You are actually going to have to list all 12 of these out. What I would recommend is to list them in fours and rows of three so you keep track of what's going on here. Starting with the smallest one then, this would be 7.5, 8, 12.1, if I'm not mistaken here, 12.1, and then 17. All right, then the second row would be 17.3, 18, 18, and what follows here? Oh, yeah, 17.3, okay, I'm good. 18, 18, and 21. Oh, I skipped the 16.1. Okay, well, that's no big deal. I'm just going to write 16.1 here, 17, 17.3, 18, 18, and now I'm going to say 21, 24.05, 26.5, and finally 28.52. This is absolutely crazy, but this is actually what you have to do. Okay, so to figure out the median, then we would cross out the smallest, the largest, and then the next smallest, the next largest, until we land at the middle. Since there's 4 on either end, we think about these all as being crossed out, and then we're looking at the ones in the middle, here in the middle row. So that's going to be between 17.3 and 18. Because there's 2 of them in the middle, we're going to take the average of the two. So if you take the average of 17.3 and 18, that's going to be, okay, so there's a difference of 7 there. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the difference is going to be 17.7 is going to be the median for when it is 16.1. Now for 19.1, this 16.1 now would go away. And you'd have the 17 up here one more time, then you'd have 17.3 here, and we would have to add a 19 over here. And we'd do the exact same thing. These 4 are not under consideration. The 2 in the middle are now 18. So 18 plus 18 divided by 2, the average of 2 18s is just going to be 18 again. And the difference between these two, 18 minus 17.7 is 0.3. And 0.3 is greater than 0.25. So the answer here is B. Now, I apologize for the length of this problem and for a little bit of how this was presented here, but that's literally what you have to do here. I hope that helped with this problem, and happy prepping.